So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
What's going on, everybody? This is Nick, your COO and co-founder of Agent Elite. So today we're actually going to be kicking off our episode 6 of our lead management series, and that is going to primarily focus on leads that are coming through your website. Now, agents, we try to make this a lot more difficult than what it really needs to be, right? We get a lot of questions that do come in regards to how do I follow up with certain leads that are coming through my website. Now, if your website is set up correctly, you should have multiple different lead capture forms built out throughout the website, everything from home valuation forms to just basic contact forms to daily listing alert forms, and even the ability to save this property, request more information, or schedule a showing. Now, obviously, when a lead comes in that is requesting information on a specific property, that call is a lot more easy to handle. And a lot of agents say, hey, I know what to call them on, right? But still, even then, I believe a lot of agents so focus on the initial selling of that. What do you want? Calling you about this. Do you want to go see this property? And, we have to treat the leads coming through our website a little differently than we do any of the other avenues that we've focused on over the past several weeks. That being said, you'll also get, contact request forms that will come in. And, how do we respond to those type of leads that are coming into our website that may not be requesting any specific information, but let alone just filled out a capture form to move forward into that process? So what do I say? What do I do? How do I follow up with those leads? And so today we're going to just talk a little bit about the approach in regards to leads that we are generating through our website, and what we need to be doing in order from the initial call through just managing the lead or nurturing that through that process. Keep in mind everything that we do when it comes to marketing is we have to funnel all that traffic back to our website. At the same time, our website has the ability to set our leads up on daily listing alerts. This allows us to make sure that not only are we staying in front of that prospect, but we're nurturing it from the time that they come in to the time that they're ready to buy. What happens is a lot of times agents end up utilizing their own MLS service or system to set their prospects up on the daily listing alerts. The challenge behind that is there's no, I would say consistent branding, but 2, there's no links that will actually drive that prospect back into the website. And everything that we do has to make sure that we're funneling that traffic back into the website. Okay, that's first and foremost. But let's talk about let's talk about leads that are coming in just on basic lead capture forms. When a lead comes in based on the contact request form, how we manage that lead is going to be slightly different than how we manage a lead that is requesting certain information that is coming through our website. And when we generate a lead off a generic contact form, that initial conversation should be something on the lines of, hey, Jim, this is Nick. I just wanted to call and introduce myself to you. I noticed that you came into my website, you filled out a contact form, and at the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I was here if you have any comments, or if you have any questions or any concerns. But in the meantime, I know this can be a little overwhelming, so please feel free to use my website and continue to search and until you're ready. At the end of the day, just give me a call if you have any questions. I'm here for you. It really only has to be that simple, right? It's not, what are you doing? What are you looking for? How come you didn't request? Just make it as a slight introduction to who you are, what you're about. And at the end of the day, it has to be more of a passive aggressive approach. This will help lower the guard, right, of the initial prospect, but also let them know that you're there. And what tends to happen in conversations like that is your prospect starts to ask questions. And when they start to ask questions, this will allow you to, start engaging more. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do, is just look for an opportunity to have a conversation. So make your approach in regards to leads that are coming in forms that maybe you have no idea what they're really requesting, but they're just filling out a contact form, and make it a very passive aggressive approach. Versus when a lead comes in off of a particular listing on our website, that conversation is slightly different, right? Now we're calling because we're trying to give them some information in regards to what it is that they're requesting. At the same time, your conversation should be in a way to be able to bring down that guard, right? Hey, Jim, this is Nick with Agent Elite. I've just given you a call. I see that you requested some information in regards to 123 Front Street. And, I just wanted to call and one, introduce myself. And then two, if you have any other questions in regards to that listing, I'd love to help you out. At the end of the day, I know this can be a tough process, right? But I'm here to help, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. A lot of times those conversations will open the door to deeper conversations. And then that's where your expertise will really kind of take over and go from there. You don't really need to complicate this process, but we also have to understand that every lead that comes to the website, we want to make sure that we're setting that lead up in our daily listing alerts. And not only are we calling that lead within the first 5 minutes of them coming into the website, no matter what forum they're coming off of, that's super important, right? We can only streamline so much of our business so much. But at the end of the day, that first 5 minutes is super crucial. So making sure that you follow up that lead, but not once, not twice, not 3 times, right? The typical lead coming into the website needs to be called between, I would say, 12 to 15 times in order for that to convert into a conversion or a conversation, I should say. So again, don't try to overcomplicate the process, but make sure that you're just being very consistent. Now, if I'm calling off a lead that is requesting information in regards to a particular listing, and I do not get a hold of that particular prospect in that initial call, the next thing I want to do is make sure to send them a text message, right? Sometimes people just don't answer the phone when they see that numbers are calling, that they don't know who it is. So after you leave them a voicemail, shoot them a quick text just saying, hey, Nick, this is Nick. I'm just shooting you a text. I left you a voicemail in regards to a listing you requested more information on. Do you have a minute? The whole idea behind your text message is to get them to respond. Yes, we're just trying to verify, is it a real number or is it not a real number? So any type of, way that you can ask a question to get a response back, like, are you available in the next 5 minutes? Or can I call you in an hour, right? You're not looking to get a hold of them right now, per se, but you're just trying to get a response back. Okay, and then from there, what you should be doing is you should be going into your website, taking that particular lead and setting them up to receive listings based on the listing that they gave you. So if they requested information in regards to, let's say, a listing that is $325,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, we can go ahead and set them up on a daily listing alert between, let's say, $275 and $375. Always just go a little higher and a little lower. And again, it might be a little out of the range. That's okay. But I think what happens is a lot of agents fail to just follow up because they contacted the lead once. They didn't get the answer that they were looking for, or they didn't get the pickup that they were looking for. They didn't get the response that they're looking for. And not all the leads are going to respond accordingly. Some of the leads might take 3, 6, 9 months before they eventually follow back up with you. But one thing we found here at Agent Elite is when all our agents, right, when the agents start utilizing the tools that are available via the website, when agents start to set their leads up, even if they don't understand what exactly they're looking for, even if they do a generic search based on the average price range in their area, right? The website will then start to send them listings. And what we're looking at that point is the engagement between, property sent and the people that are viewing them, how many they're clicking on. And so what we can do is we can now see who's most active on our website. But time and time and again, we've had a lot of agents call us up and say, hey, listen, man, just me setting them up on daily listing alerts, I've closed 2 deals, or now I'm talking to people. Like this lead called me that, request information 6 months ago. And they said, hey, you've been staying in front of me with listings that just haven't been quite ready to buy yet, but now we're kind of in the market. And this is ultimately what lead nurturing is, right? You're not always going to get the response right away. So it's about managing that process and managing that prospect from the time that they come in and nurturing them, through that 3, 6, 9, 12-month period. At the end of the day, you're treating your website leads slightly different, but the response rate is going to be extremely important in regards to when you respond and how you respond. And don't try to overcomplicate it. Remember, guys, people buy from people they like. So just be yourself. So get out there, Make sure you're setting these things up, okay? And all your leads, no matter what you do, make sure every lead is set up with the daily listing alerts via your website. Again, because when your website sends out a listing that is relevant, okay? When they click on that listing and it comes back into the website, that's all we're looking for, right? The avenues to get them back, to get them back, to get them back. I mean, everything that we do has to evolve around funneling that traffic back to the website and nurturing your leads over the next 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. That wraps up our series in regards to lead management via the website. If you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, or you need help with this, please reach out to us at support@agentelite.com. That's support@agentelite.com. Also, make sure to visit our website at www.agentelite.com. We'll see you next time.